So hello and welcome to MorningFile. I'm your host, Emma McCarty, and today I am joined with Novelette Gordon from Toastmasters, as well as Michelle Mras, who has an event coming up on May 17th with Toastmasters. So to start, Novelette, do you want to maybe just explain briefly what Toastmasters is, what it is you guys do?
Great, sure. Thank you for having us. So Toastmasters is an organization that helps and supports individuals to improve their communication, leadership, and speaking skills. And as the world, we are online. So all Toastmaster clubs are doing virtual meetings, which is fantastic. And this is why we're able to have joint meetings with clubs all over the world to learn what other clubs have been doing in their countries and just to kind of network globally. And Toastmasters, it's called Toastmasters International. And with the pandemic, I like to think that we're really getting the international feel of Toastmasters in that we can join clubs any and everywhere and meet wonderful speakers like Michelle and like many other Toastmasters across the globe.
Yeah, for sure. So, Michelle, how did you first get involved with Toastmasters?
Back in 2005, I was an auctioneer, and they were I was a benefit auctioneer, and they said, Michelle, we need you to go in and start talking to fundraising groups and help them organize. And I went, you're going to make me go talk to people? And they're like, you're on stage all the time. What's the big deal? I'm afraid of people. So as an auctioneer, I could go up there and talk to hundreds of people because I never saw their eyes. But when they told me I had to go to small rooms and talk to people one-on-one or 1 to 5, I freaked out. And so I joined Toastmasters so I could learn how to actually talk in front of people without people who actually listen to me. That's the thing.
Yeah. So now you're a communication coach, a podcast host. So it's safe to say that you probably have public speaking down pat at this point. What would maybe be your number one tip for somebody who's nervous about public speaking?
My tip is every time you are talking to anyone, anywhere, elevator, at the grocery store, on the phone, you are public speaking. So congratulations, you are all public speakers. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah. That's a great way to think about it. I never would have even made that connection, but yeah, whether it's one person or 100, it's public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be the keynote speaker at the event on May 17th. What can people expect from the event?
Energy. I'm an international speaker, so I really do. Before COVID, traveled around the world speaking, and it was all because of Toastmasters. So what I'll share on the 17th is how Toastmasters opened doors for me and helped me realize the potential of beyond me just wanting to speak to 4 people articulately and realizing that the skill of being able to speak with table topics. I'm like the master of table topics. How things like so simple that you saw in Toastmaster meetings were like, that's it? What am I learning with this? My entire business is built off of it as a speaker, as an author. I have a TV show out of the Philippines. So I do a lot of things, and it's all around speaking and what I learned from being able to contract and expand my talks.
Mm-hmm. So maybe in addition to that, what would you say your biggest takeaway has been from being a part of Toastmasters?
I'm better than I believed I was.
That's awesome. I love that. What about you, Novelette? What would your takeaway be so far?
Hold on, I don't even want to take it away, but can we go back to Michelle said she has a TV show in the Philippines?
I know, I just kind of jumped over that. That's amazing. How did you even do that?
That's amazing. Can I watch it?
Yeah, they live streams on everything. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on a TNC channel, it goes on Roku. It's everywhere.
Wow.
But it's called PNC, the new channel. And if you friend me on Facebook, you can find it because I tend to tag myself a lot on my show. But it came through Toastmasters. I met a speaker at a conference, and he goes, "Oh, you're a Toastmaster?" I said, I'm a DTM. He goes, "Oh," and we started talking. And I said, "Well, I'm going to the Philippines. I'm going to go home and visit my family." He goes, "I have a friend in the Philippines. You should go meet my friend. He's a Toastmaster too." I went, "Oh, really?" And so I flew all the way to the Philippines, met this other Toastmaster, and then COVID hit. And he's like, "I really want you to come out and speak to our team. I want you to come speak to our team." I said, "I can't, COVID." he started a TV station in the Philippines because the Philippines locked down completely. So there were no TV stations. And so he started this internet TV to keep everyone connected. And he asked Michelle, you can't fly back to the Philippines, but would you like to have a show? And so I moved my podcast, which was a radio show on NPR radio show, to podcast. Now it's an internet TV show.
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I will definitely be checking that out for sure. I see you learn something new every day. But
Go to my website. You'll just click a button. You can find it easier that way.
Excellent. Back to your questions, Emma. For me, my big takeaway from Toastmasters is I'm still learning. I'm still taking everything away. I got into Toastmasters to assist my little brother with his club, where he was the president of at the time. And similar to Michelle, it's like, you're better than you are. I thought, I don't need to. I'm pretty good at speaking. I'm a teacher. I speak in front of people all the time. I don't have a problem. But for me, my big takeaway that I've learned is just to strengthen my leadership skills and to be confident in who I am as a leader. And like Michelle, I've met so many people in person and virtually over the last year, great leaders who's just encouraged me to hone who I am as a leader and just to believe that and to know that you're going to make mistakes. I think for me, one of the big things was in the past was like most people, I hated to make mistakes no matter what I was doing. And I've learned so much through Toastmasters in that you want to make mistakes because it's only when you make mistakes that you're really going to learn and grow. So for me, that's the big takeaway that I've gotten so far. Yeah,
that's amazing. Well, I mean, even I do these interviews all the time with people, and I have to say, both of you are so articulate, and I'm sure that is in credit to Toastmasters as well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So maybe my last question for you is a big one. The world is starting to open up again. People are starting to get out, see people. What would be your piece of advice for people who are kind of nervous about interacting face-to-face again and having to communicate with people?
Well, don't be afraid. I mean, I still believe in staying that 6 feet apart anyways. That's kind of how I spoke before COVID. So kind of stand that 6 feet apart. People just imagine everyone's got a bubble around them and that there are some people who are terrified to be outside. So give people space and give yourself space and realize that we're all coming from a trauma year. It's a year of trauma for all of us at some level. So be kind to yourself, be kind to other people, and realize when someone looks scared. Now, I do a lot about body language when I speak. Watch their eyes. If their eyes start kind of juddering and they're looking away, give them space. Move away because they're afraid. So allow the importance of body language when you come out. Read people's bodies. Watch when their feet are moving away from you. Watch when their eyes are looking away from you. Their shoulders start moving. And be kind to them. Don't force the interaction. As much as you want to run and hug them, don't force the interaction. That's my only advice for that bit.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much to both of you for joining me today. We will have all the information for your event on May 17th linked down below for anybody interested.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to both Michelle and Novelette from Toastmasters International. Make sure to check out their event happening on May 17th at 7 p.m. EST. For more information on Toastmasters, you can also visit their website at the link below. For more MorningFile content like this, you can visit cfmu.ca/videos.